Bombshell for state employee unions. The governor wants to take away their ability to bargain for benefits.
Budget battle at the state capitol. A major rally is just beginning.
This was yesterday in Madison, Wisconsin, and this was today.
A huge battle in Wisconsin between the governor and public sector workers.
1 week after Governor Scott Walker announced his plan to gut the middle class of Wisconsin, we saw the biggest protest to date in the capital city of Madison.
Inside and outside, tens of thousands of loud, impassioned protesters have thronged the state capitol in Madison all week long. Wisconsin state employees face the loss of their rights to collective bargaining.
Just 1 month after taking office, Wisconsin Governor Scott Walker introduced Act 10, which was the first step toward crippling the labor movement in Wisconsin, redistributing public tax dollars toward private schools, and stripping educators of their rights, their voice, and their ability to teach to the best of their ability. Wisconsin educators never saw it coming.
Once Walker was elected, there was a little bit of a depression in our members, knowing that, boy, we're going to have to really look at what will those cuts to public education do. How much more will he try to expand the privatization of public education? We knew that was coming. What we were not prepared for, and of what we had absolutely no warning, was that he was going to attack public sector unions, especially public sector education unions.
For anti-union forces across the country, Act 10 was a pilot program on how to stop working people from organizing.
Just think of it, if you weren't able to collectively bargain, if you weren't able to collect your dues from your payroll, if you weren't able to have every person participate as a member, and you had to sign them up every single year and vote to be a union every single year.
Scott Walker's assault on union rights had immediate consequences for Wisconsin educators.
They took a 7% immediate reduction in their benefits and salary. Just think if overnight you had to pay 50% of your state retirement and a mandatory 12% of your medical insurance, and you no longer had any right to negotiate what that health insurance was.
The lesson from Wisconsin is clear. Don't wait for the attack to come. Organize now.
Be ready. Think about if you lost payroll deduction. How would you convince a member to give you their bank information and go through an ETF, electronic funds transfer? How are you going to have that conversation, or why it's important for them to join that union? What if you lost fair share, where every year you had to go talk to a member to get them to continue their membership? What would you be able to say you worked with them on? Much less what you're going to do. Do you have that answer? It can't just be collective bargaining.
Here in New York, we have been warned. The governor has already launched attack after attack on public schools and working families. And federal attacks could shake the foundation of the labor movement.
You have the opportunity to prepare way in advance, to organize your members, to be ready for fast call to actions. If you don't have them organized and see the value in the union, it's going to be hard. Why not start now? Why not plan ahead? Don't wait for the attack. We know it's coming. It may not all come at once. I don't know if anyone will do what Walker did, but I do know there's a national effort to pick you off, issue by issue, state by state.
We've been warned. Let's get organized.